Inter-Religious Council of Kenya held a two-day county dialogue conference through SUPKEM Office Wajir branch. The conference was attended by over 60 participants, drawn from religious leaders, national government led by Wajir County Commissioner Jacob Narengo, County Government of Wajir staff, Wajir County Assembly and civil society organizations. Others in attendance included elders, representatives of institutions of learning, the youth, women, people of disabilities, private sectors, professionals, trade unions, border and taxi operators, among others. The main agenda of the conference was to enhance a structured dialogue to promote cohesion and equality as the underlying solutions to the perennial conflicts and division in Kenya, especially during the electioneering period. In order to achieve this, the conference sought to enrich the resolutions of the National Dialogue Conference that was held in September 2018 at Ufungamano House, Nairobi. The participants discussed the 7 sub-themes that emerged from the conference. The 7 sub-themes are economic recovery and accelerated service delivery, decisive action to deal with corruption, constitutional and legal reforms, electoral reforms, security sector reforms, strengthening devolution, institutional performance and governance, national cohesion, among other emerging issues within Wajir County. Under economic recovery, the Wajir County Reference Group unanimously agreed to push for the following agendas. The national government connects Wajir to the national grid so as to spur economic growth and solve the current persistent power outage that has crippled various businesses in the county for the last 4 years. The national government fast-tracked the construction of Isiolo-Mandera Tarmac Road in order to link Wajir to the rest of the country. And the corruption theme, the reference group reached consensus that the head of the state should declare corruption a national disaster in order to stimulate the necessary energy to fight the vice in the country. The regional coordinator for SUPKEM Northeastern Province, Dr. Aden Yunis, who was the chair of the conference and tasked with leading the Wajir County Reference Group, said that the stakeholders attending the forum reached powerful resolutions to benefit the Kenyan nation and geared it towards peace and national cohesion. Later, after the conference ended, Wajir County Reference Group held a press briefing to highlight on the resolutions they reached for the county.
Sisi kama wakaji ya Wajir County tulikuwa 2 days conference dialogue hapa Wajir. Tumeongea kwa mambo mingi sana ambaye baadhi yake inahusu national na county, Wajir County pia, na tumeongea na issue 7 mambo inahusu economic, county government, security, education na mambo ingine kadhalika.
My name is Sheikh Abdul Wahab. In the last 2 days we had Wajir County conference in Wajir town, here in guest house Wajir town. This conference is named Reconciling and Restoring Kenya Through Structured Dialogue. After completing the conference, the groups actually have produced communique, and I am here to read the communique as follows. Wajir County Dialogue Reference Group planned and convoked Wajir County Dialogue Conference that was held on 21st and 22nd of October 2020. The conference was attended by over 60 participants with representations from religious leaders, national government, county government of Wajir, Wajir County Assembly, civil society organizations, elders, institutions of learning, youth, women, BWDS, private sector, professionals, trade unions, border and tax operators, among others. The main goal of the conference was to enhance a structured dialogue to promote cohesion and equality as the underlying solutions to the perennial conflicts and division in our country, especially during the election period. In order to achieve this, the conference sought to enrich Ufungamano House by discussing the 7 themes to enrich the resolutions of the National Dialogue Conference that was held in September 2018 at Ufangamano House by discussing the 7 themes that emerged from the conference. The 7 themes are economic recovery and accelerated service delivery, decisive action to deal with corruption, constitutional and legal reforms, electoral reforms, security sector reforms, strengthening devolution, institutional performance and governance, national cohesion, among other emerging issues within Wajir County. The conference undertook robust conversations on the 7 thematic issues laid down in the framework for national dialogue and reached the following resolutions. Number 1, in the area of economic recovery and accelerated service delivery. The participants were concerned on the economic situation and service delivery in Wajir County, especially in the light of COVID-19 that has worsened an already viable economy and the resultant runaway cost of living. The participants therefore reached the following resolutions. A. The national government should connect Wajir to the national grid so as to spur economic growth and solve the current persistent power outage that has crippled various businesses in the county for the last 4 years. B. The national government should fast-track the construction of Siolo-Mandera Tarmac Road in order to link Wajir to the rest of the country. The Wajir County government, in partnership with religious leaders, to initiate a structured dialogue with the host community in order to facilitate piping of fresh water from the neighboring sub-counties to operationalize the Wajir abattoir and use the water for domestic purposes. D. 30% of the employment in Wajir County should be reserved for the youth, minorities, and the marginalized groups. E. Just like there is a coffee board, sugar board, and tea board, the government should establish livestock board in order to enhance offtake and value addition of the livestock and livestock products in Wajir County. F. County government and national government to impress public participation in all stages of service delivery in order to prioritize needs and enhance equality, justice, and fairness. G. Setting up of cottage industries like gum Arabic processing, milk processing, cement processing in Wajir County. H. Commercialize the Wajir International Airport to improve business. Number 2. Decisive action to deal with corruption. The participants have noted with a lot of concern that corruption has penetrated into the operations of the entire county system and has crippled service delivery. Due to the rooted corruption, service delivery has greatly been hampered, further increasing the vulnerability of the residents. The hard economic times worsened by drought and COVID-19 pandemic in the county.